All right, guys, can you hear me right now? If you're in the trade room, just say you can hear me, and then I'll get going. Yep, cool. What's up, Creed? How's it going, buddy? All right, so my foot is healing kinda-ish. I get another doctor's appointment later today, so we'll see if I get the full confirmation, but I'm not standing still. I'm kind of sitting, which is weird for me in the morning. I like to move around, but it's been about a month now where I've been kind of sitting. Once I get the clear, I'll be back to making lots of videos again for you guys. We have a lot of stuff, especially even with options coming for you guys. Also today, just give you guys a heads up, sometime after noon today, we'll be launching a new website. Make it a lot more cleaner, a lot less garbled and messy and jumbled for you guys. Make it more cleaner, look nicer, more user-friendly. So the website, that'll probably be launching sometime after 12 today. We've been assured that there should be no issues, but like with anything, when you do any changes, something, could... go wrong. That's why we try do it this afternoon. So, ideally worst case scenario, hopefully we won't have any issues, but if so, it would only affect maybe Friday and this afternoon. So, but good news, if all goes well, we'll have a new website, have it look nicer, more user-friendly, less errors, less stuff like that, and better for you guys. So stay tuned for that this afternoon. Everything should look very similar, just cleaner for you guys. So that being said, taking a look at the market here, as you guys can see, it's a bunch of garbaccio, lots of garbaccio going on here. You'll see right here, 1, 2, 3 major triple top failure, which you could see up here. There was another previous one. Right here, 1, 2, 3, triple top. Here's the neckline, failure. 1, 2, 3, triple top, failure. Back down here now, have the neckline down right over here in that 2620s area. If that fails, then you have support right around that 2500-ish range. But also, again, look here, guys. You can see right here, a big head right up here, a left shoulder, and kind of a bigger just kind of right shoulder. So you can see on the daily a bigger overall head, left shoulder, right shoulder, head and shoulders right here. And you can see the neckline extends down. So again, patterns are not foolproof. Patterns do fail, but they're also extremely important to be aware of. So if you guys have not taken our candlestick courses and read our ebook, make sure you do them, because all that stuff comes together. These streams are very important, very helpful for you guys. But if you don't know candlesticks and how to put everything together, it's it's only one piece of the puzzle. So if you're newer to trading, it takes many traders 6 months to a year or so to be comfortable trading. So give trading the time it deserves. So again, this is what we're looking at right now. Red day as of right now, not looking so hot. So we'll see what there is to look at, if there is anything right now this morning. And am I out of a wheelchair? I didn't have a wheelchair, I just had a boot. But I'm in a chair right now. It's kind of this, I got this cool computer chair that's almost like they call it a drafting chair, where I could sit up higher in a bigger chair. But it's still weird to me. I like to, when I'm streaming, stand and move around, but whatever. Not going to happen today. So, all right. Let's take a look at trade ideas right now. I can see... let's see here. Not a whole heck of a lot right now. Let's take a look at maybe TIS. Man, nasty looking, basically a falling wedge pattern. Not a lot of volume going on right now with TIS, so not looking so hot. Let's look at SFET. That's a Garbaccio too. Not liking that one either. Man, it seems like the days I've been streaming lately, guys, are the days that are just nasty looking on the market. My goodness. We need something good to look at. What are you guys looking at here? I'm pulling up trade ideas. Anything you guys like so far yet? Apple. Market is afraid of Lucian. Yeah, maybe. It's possible. All right. It's just so messy on that one here. JNJ. This is kind of a bigger descending triangle. I don't like it because it's kind of gappy and messy right now. But for right now, what I do like about it is you can see kind of a double pattern, a double bottom, bottom. Needs to get over that $3 marker. This one might be one to watch. Again, kind of in this like, what do you call this thing here? Right here, down channel down over in here. So you can kind of see if you connect the dots over in here, or the lines, kind of a falling wedge pattern. And then you can see kind of a double bottom right here. So this might be setting up. This is one that'll be interesting to watch. Right now I don't love it, but might be one to keep an eye on just with the pattern set up. So we'll keep it on watch. MDCA, AETI. Let me take a look. So Lee B says, does AETI have a chance again today? Well, with any of these pump and dumps, they always have a chance of another day. As of right now, it's not doing much of anything right now, but it needs to get above that one, get out of this, I don't even know what the heck you want to call it, kind of a head, left shoulder, right shoulder, kind of a head and shoulders. If it could pop up, just again, it's we shall see, but right now it's looking kind of ugly. So needs to kind of break out, get above $2, and then I would just kind of mark it at 250. What the heck here? Put like some resistance around $2, 250, and then I'd obviously watch for like $3 as well. But in the pre-market, right now it's not doing anything. ABR, let me see. You like ABR, Creed? Oh, short? Yeah, because I don't like it long right now. Let me take a look at TLT. That's a little bit higher price for right now. Possibly, though. It broke out of that inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Now right around that $119 level. If it can get above that, possibly. Just be aware it's a bit overextended. VBIV. All right, so that one is one that had a big pump earlier. It's already pumped and dumped already, but it's one to keep an eye on to see if, if it gets some continuation later on when the market opens. Yeah, you can see the base right over in here. So it needs to get above that $2 marker right in there as well. So don't like it right now because it's already pumped up and dumped. But if it can get back above UAP, maybe it'll have a move, you know, a quick pop or something. Again, market's down this morning, so trying to be bullish on these ones. Might not be so hot. That's where we'll also look at when the market opens, give it a few minutes, and also look at like dip buying. So, you know, on days like today when the market's down, you know, again, you'll see stuff like this. Many times this goes, pumps up, dumps right back down, and things look really crappy. So what we'll have to do is, you know, if something doesn't pop up on the gap scan or on trade ideas that's looking so hot, we'll look at stocks that are selling off and find potential dip buy reversals. So we will keep an eye on those. How you guys been liking Creed? Creed's been rocking and rolling for you guys lately, huh? For those of you guys have been around for a while, as we continue to grow, we like to show you guys several different trading styles, because again, you know, Dan, Creed, and myself are all different types of style traders. You're going to see me more. I've been you haven't seen me as much lately because I'm just trying to do just so freaking much with the website and my ankle and all that kind of stuff going on. But you know, my more natural fit is bigger style and trading options. So when I could start getting freed up here, hopefully in the next couple weeks, you'll be seeing me probably doing more with showing you guys options, day trading, swing trading options, stuff like that. So we're going to be doing a lot more of that for you guys. So if you're newer to trading options, make sure you take our options course so you get prepared for that. But you know, yeah, I'll look at Dare in 1 second for you guys. But yeah, with Creed, you know, guys are bringing him on. He's been super awesome. We've been getting great feedback. So we hope you guys are happy. And again, we have other, you know, Rose is killing it in the futures room. Angel's doing a lot of videos. So again, lots of stuff going on for you guys. So we are all about community. And thanks, my bear. And growing and showing you guys again, because there's not one style of trading, right? Some people like day trading penny stocks. You know, Dan's been showing you guys day trading options, right? Creed showing you guys kind of like an in-between of both. I'll be showing you probably more of like swing trading, going longer term, or holding more day trading options. So again, you got to find that style and that fit that's right for you. And with Dare, yes, that looks finally something that's actually moving right now. And we'll see. This is definitely one to keep an eye on. History of pumping. And it's got some news, so that is a good sign. So definitely going to watch Dare. Good call, whoever gave me Dare. Some of you guys, a few guys were. Yesterday we were having issues because we were having firewall issues. That's where like all these little techie glitches lately, we had enough of them. That's why we're just trying to redesign everything and just fix everything and make it better. So we're having some techie glitches yesterday with showing the scanner. Thank you guys. Lots of great feedback. Everybody, see, Creed, everybody loves you. So yes, Creed has been awesome. And if you guys keep giving him positive feedback, maybe he'll be doing more for you guys. So, all right. What else we got? So right now, Dare is looking decent. At some point, I'm sure it's going to pull back. MDCA is slowly creeping up. Let's see if I can find any other one beforehand. VBIB, I said before. Oh, that one, yeah, it's not looking so hot. Did I put, let me look, SFAT. Not really. Sorry, I was in the other room. I was saying good things about you, Creed. Good things. Everybody's saying good things about you. They're liking what you've been teaching. SBGL, Mad Life. Let's take a look. So we have an aftermarket high of 272. Got that 200 SMA right around that 293. I would also be careful at $3. Maybe setting for a pump up. It's got this resistance right in here. Super high float. So even if this thing does pop, it might slowly grind. So one to keep an eye on as far as like a bullish pattern, possibly. If we can get above 272, just keep an eye on resistance right around that 292, 200 SMA in that $3 area. You're doing great, Creed. And for those of you guys that are on YouTube, if you're watching, if you're wondering why chat is off, we do all of our chatting in our trade room. You can come join us over, where is it over here? What the heck is this? There we go. Right up in here. So we have several trade rooms for you guys here. We have a day trade, swing trade, futures room. We do our trade alerts each day, a watch list. We have all of our courses over here. Our live streaming we do each day over in here. We post our links, all of our members only videos in here. So you'll see later on today, hopefully all will go well with when we cut over. This will be much cleaner looking, less jarbled and messy, and just a lot more simple and cleaner for you guys. So you'll still have pretty much the same tabs up here. You'll still come up here to the trade rooms, log in. You'll have a login button up here, not taking up all the room over here. Courses, you'll still have them pretty much the same. And then over the next week or two, I'm going to make them just cleaner, a little bit simpler to look at. But you're still going to have the same pretty much overall feel, just a lot cleaner looking. All right. What else we got? So right now, maybe I'll look at Dare MCA and maybe let's see if there's anything else. UXIN has a bunch of volume. Let's see what that one looks like. Yeah. Not liking that one. All right, I think we're just going to wait it out. So I'm going to split my screen. We're going to look at a couple and just wait for the market to open, see what it's going to do. And then if it stays bearish, we'll pull up the dip by scan. So Dare might be starting to roll over here. You can see pre-market high 137 starting to possibly roll over, so got to be careful with Dare. And let's take a look at MDCA. Oh, that's weird. The 5 minute. Okay, you know why? Because look, guys, the 5 minute was showing some volume, right? So this is where you got to watch. It looks like it's kind of bull flagging, short on volume. So it's obviously right at that 280 marker. So we'll see if that does anything. Right now it's not looking so hot and doing anything. So it's just right up in here. So we'll see if we can get above 280 and hold and get some volume. But we'll wait for the market to open and see what happens. This is where you want to be careful. With a stock like Dare, you can pull up, when you see on the 5 minute, you can see it starts to move up, and then you see stuff like this kind of possible spinning top or doji or high wave candle. It's got to complete. This is where it warns you. You can see super overextended 5 minute chart. You know, watch for a possible reversal. You know, again, these stocks go up. They got to come back. Doesn't mean they can't still continue up. But, you know, again, be aware of this. So, you know, and the 1 minute chart right now, you can see, you know, it starts to move up, comes back down, gives you that kind of like that bull flag. And then once people are really watching it and all volume comes in, that's where the roller coaster starts to happen. So we'll, keep an eye on Dare and see. Let's look at. Yeah, it is pumping up. Let's see next. Yeah, I mean, I'd keep an eye on 150-ish area, and obviously these small cap stocks at $1.50, $2, whole and half dollar amounts, and anywhere in between is important to keep an eye on. So let's let things shake out a little bit. MDCA is not looking so hot. VBIV, let me stick. That one's still selling off. And as you can see here, Dare is selling off. So with Thinkorswim in our scanners here, guys, sometimes they take a few minutes to shake out. So TST is hitting trade ideas right now. So let's pull that one up. You can see with TST, kind of aftermarket high, 235. Kind of has a symmetrical triangle-ish pattern going on. That 1 minute candle's nasty. Not liking it right now. These ones get a little bit tricky to trade. These symmetrical triangle patterns. When you start to see them like this, you can kind of somewhat draw like kind of over in here, and then if you go, kind of like right here. So it might be trying to break out, but again, it's only 1 minute in. We got to wait and see if it can hold. If it can hold, again, here's a 5 minute candle. Might be pulling a bigger, what do you call it? Flagpole. Let me pull up the 1 minute here. It's just that big, nasty looking inverted hammer makes it a bit challenging right here. So we'll see what happens. If it can hold right here, if it can hold outside this area here, then it might have a chance to break out. But you got to be very careful. These are not real solid candles to go off of. And as you guys can see, Dare is really selling off now. Not looking so hot. Look at a 5 minute chart here. So now you can see it goes up, overextended, pulls back right down to the 9 EMA. So now at this point, want to see if this thing can hold the 9 EMA, give you a possible smaller candle reversal for maybe a pop-up. But you can see these moving average lines are support areas, and also right down here on that 112. So, this may dump. We'll see if it can hold the moving average lines, maybe give you a little bit of a pop. But right now, looking kind of ugly. TST is looking kind of ugly. So I'm going to go over here and look at some stocks that are selling off and look for some possible reversals. So you can see right here, guys, with TST, kind of that symmetrical triangle breaks out, couldn't hold right here. So now you needs to get above that 235, but stay out of this kind of triangle pattern as well. So it's a little bit choppy right now. Let's look at CNAT. All right. So what I want to do is see, again, it's going to take, sometimes 10, 15, 20 minutes when the market opens. I want to see stocks that start selling off like down in these areas down here that move away from the moving average lines and give you a possible reversal back up. So right now we're still only 4 minutes in. You can start to see CNET is selling off. Let's take a look at a 1 minute chart. I'd like to see, again, separation. I want to see it further away than these moving average lines. VBIV might be interesting in the sense that it's selling off right now. It's still a little bit closer to the moving average lines. But you can see kind of a descending triangle. I'd like to see more separation, but if it held support, maybe a quick scalp back up. I want to see, again, a reversal. So this is what I was looking at on the 5-minute. You can see this thing just completely dumping down. Want to see if it holds previous close. Again, I'd like to see it further away than the moving average lines. But this is the type of stuff we're looking for. I want to see this thing just kind of sell off and get away from the moving average lines. But in the meantime, let's look at DARE. You'll see fell right down. Now it's near the 9 and the 13. Here's a 5-minute chart. See if it can hold above the 9. Maybe get a quick pop up. Careful of VWAP in the 137 resistance area. Let's take a look at a 1 minute. Yeah. Again, when you see these, still very close to resistance levels at these moving average lines, so you have to be very careful. All right, so this is what I want to really look at. Stuff like this that really starts selling off, right? Here's a 5-minute chart, really starts selling off, getting kind of further away from these moving average lines. This is like on days like today that look really crappy. This is the stuff I really start to zone in on and see for possible reversal back up. Let's take a look at the MDXG. So this right here is let's connect the trend lines kind of over in here. This one's in a down channel right here. It did break some major support right around that $2 marker. Right above $2. So it failed $2. Let's look at the weekly. Monthly. I guess there's some support right down in here as well, right around that 77 cents. This thing's really selling off. But that's perfect to look at because this is one where we might look at like maybe that dollar area. Let's go to that 5-minute chart. So this is what I want to look for, right? Selling off, right? VWAP's around 160. This may give you a little quick reversal for a pop back up. If nobody, really selling off, you could put a right here, dollar support level, maybe trying to reverse around. Let's go back to the 1 minute and maybe too quick. May have missed it right here, but right here you can see this small candle right back up to the moving average lines. Not as much. I want to see it get above that 20. If it get above the 20, then it might have a little bit more of a room. I like to be a lot more safer and look for a reversal candle on a 5-minute. So right now it looks like it might be reversing, but this thing could turn to a red candle and just fail. So I'd like to see a reversal on a 5-minute, possibly for a quick scalp back up. But as you can see, the pressure of these moving average lines is really starting to get closer. Oh, here we go with DARE. This one is still a bit messy. On a 5-minute, you can see it's got this kind of this high wave candle-ish thing going on. Let me pull up AVGR. I'm going to move MDXG over. So I want to see a 5-minute candle form. See if that can... Let's look at the 1 minute. If the 5-minute candle can hold and it can get above that 20 EMA and hold right around this 160-ish area. Let's take a look at that on a 5-minute. Right above kind of this candle here. Might have a quick pop up. You got to watch these moving average lines, see how close it is from there. But just going to keep an eye on this one over here to the side, MDXG, and look and see who was just talking about AVGR, Darren. That one would make me nervous. This might possibly, you can see a bigger flagpole. This is a crazy looking shooting starish candle up here. Possibly. It does have a gap right here around that 55 cents. So got to watch and see if this can move up more, right? Possibly, yeah. If it can hold at 40 cents, possible. But again, be careful here, guys. Possibly double topping. So needs to get above that, basically that 40 cent area and hold. Let's take a look at PTX here. Obviously put $1 resistance right above that pre-market high right now and pulling back. Let's look at the daily. So with PTX, if it can hold that 85 cent area, see if it can hold. Might have some room to go up to that dollar. So right up here, see if 85 cents can hold. If so, watch for resistance around $1. Just careful with this one right here. Again, support right around 85 cents. Right at that dollar, just watch for dollar resistance. So as you guys can see, as it starts to separate here, it gets very overextended near a very key support resistance area. PTX is hitting trade ideas. Be careful if this thing pops up. This dollar is very important support level right now. Remember, big flagpole up. What goes up? Might want to pull and snap back down. Just remember, dollar support level. If you were in on this and you're up 20-something cents, you want to consider taking your profits. Again, this thing could still skyrocket, but just remember, you're on a flagpole. Watch out for a possible reversal down right here. Be careful right here. Right back down. See? Hope you guys are watching. So what happened, guys, on this? I had it up right here. Again, morning scan. One that's moving up on the day. Got above pre-market high. Big flagpole 1 minute candle up above $1. Psychological support and resistance level. Really overextended. What goes up wants to pull back down. Again, if you got in on the break above 85 cents, you want to take that profit and it breaks above $1. Got to take your profits. All right, what else we can look at? And as you guys can see, let me go back to MDXG here for a moment on a 5 minute. So remember I was saying to you guys, I'd like to see a reversal. So this is a possible reversal candle, right? But so 150 down to 128 and 150. It's not a 2-to-1 profit loss ratio. It's not a great possible reversal candle, because then you can see, right, I showed you guys on a 1 minute, I wanted to see it get above that 160-ish area. It couldn't get above. So that's where on the 5 minute it might be a reversal candle, but then on 1 minute it's all the pressure of the moving average lines. It's not working. So now with PTX, so now we're going to see at this point, let me move this over to the side, see if it gives you at some point, like if it pulls back. So let's see if it gives a bull flag, gives you a little bit of a hold for another quick pop, or if it's just going to dump. So as you can see, it's moving up, may come back down. Right here, this dollar area is very important. So now it's either going to hold from maybe another quick pop, or it's just going to dump. So right here, that dollar marker, very important. So now you want to see that 9 EMA catch up push it above $1, get it to hold for another possible pop up, let's say. There is kind of a gap around that. There might be a tiny gap right around that 130 something-ish area. But it's got this resistance area right in here. So you can see this big kind of green candle up, pulls right back down. See if it can hold, if it gives you a green candle hold. Still a bit riskier here. $1, very, very, very important support level. But as you can see, the pattern's still a little bit messy right here, and it's not holding still. So it's just risky at this point. This is kind of a risky pattern. Can it still go and break 115? Sure, but this can also dump as well. Move PTX over. Now at this point, keep an eye on PTX. It may be doing a bull pennant. Keep an eye on this kind of ish right in here. So we'll see right here. It's kind of in this triangular formation. You can see that support around $1. If it can hold in here, it might have a chance to pop out. These are just tricky with these triangles. You got to be very quick, because if they kind of break out, many times you can see it's kind of rejecting right at angular resistance, and it's near angular support here. So if it fails this triangle, it's going to dump. If it pops out, you still got to be careful. It needs to get above that 114 area. What's up, Little Shark? And see right here, it's right in this triangle, but it's still right here, right? So this kind of pennant, and look, and now it's starting to fail. Boom, right there. That's why, guys, take our courses if you don't see these patterns right here, like if you didn't see that triangle or that symmetric, or you know, that's where it's not perfect, right? It's not a perfect bull pennant, not a perfect symmetrical triangle. It's a little bit messy, and this candle right here can go and fake you out. But remember, you have that 1 minute. But if you go to a 5 minute, what do you see? Well, on the 5 minute, you have this big, long candle wick. So what may look like a possible move on a 1 minute, you got to contend with all this. This is all resistance here. All right? So right now, I personally don't. We'll have to see if there's anything else. Let's go. Now we're about 20 minutes in. Let's see if there's anything we can take a look at that's selling off that might be a possible move. So as I was showing you guys with MDXG, still right here, as you guys can see, it hasn't gone and broken above. And now at this point, the moving average lines are starting to pressure it. So I don't like it right now. This is what I like to see, right? Really selling off on the days that are selling off. Smaller, ideally, 5 minute reversal candle back up. So this might be one to come back and take a look at. Just completely selling off. Super oversold. I'm going to put that off to the side right now. SN. Let's take a look at it. So I'm going to put it over here. We'll keep it on watch. So as you can see, dumping like crazy. Let's go to a daily chart. Just absolutely getting pummeled. Let me just do this. All right, so basically at SN right now is that it's getting pummeled. It's at all-time lows, just getting just absolutely murdered. Now watch right here. So you see support at 38. Might have a little bit of move back up to VWAP, 38 to maybe up to 48 cent area. So this is one to keep an eye on. You might not have a chance to wait on a 5-minute. You'd have to look at the 1 minute and see right here, quick bounce, maybe back up to the moving average lines. Again, not a big move, but just remember, you know, this is a 30 or 40 cent stock. So, you know, 39 cents back to 44, or a 5-cent move on a 40-cent stock might be decent, you know. So this is where you would draw your trend lines. And just showing you guys, again, this is not ideally, I don't love these ones, but you can see this might do a bear flag, you know, maybe back to the moving average lines. You got to watch. If it starts to fall out of here, you can use, again, 38 cent as a stop area, but these are just kind of show you guys of something that's bear flagging, selling on the way back down for maybe a quick pop up, make a few cents on it. Again, not ideal. This is not an ideal stock, but as you can see on a 5-minute, just show you the contrast here. Here's the 1 minute, here's the 5-minute. The 5-minute candle reversal hasn't formed yet, so this could still dump below 38 cents. But now, as you can see, this is where you'd say, okay, I'll wait on the 5-minute chart, maybe for a scalp back up to the moving average lines on a 5-minute, or you could say, hey, I don't have enough time on that. I'm just going to play the 1 minute and try to scalp, you know, 3 to 5 cents real quick. Maybe you're buying, you know, 10,000 shares and you're just scalping that and getting out super quick. Again, this doesn't mean when I'm showing you this doesn't mean, oh, I'm bullish on this and this is going to be a great stock and it's going to go crazy. No, this would be like, hey, this thing's selling off, it's getting murdered, or it might have a quick pop to the moving average lines. I'm going to scalp a few cents, get the heck out. And you can, you know, use a smaller stop area. So just to show you guys, we're going to just watch this for a moment and see what happens. We'll see if this 5-minute right here, at this point, it's getting closer to these moving average lines. It would concern me more right here, but, you know, right here, off of right here, support 38 cents up to 42. Again, only 3-4 cents, not a big deal, but remember, it is a 40-cent stock. Just to show you other ways to potentially trade on dip buying. But remember, again, this 5-minute candle has not formed yet, and this could turn into a red candle, where this right here, be careful of that gravestone doji right here. This might be reversing. This is a warning candle below moving average lines that this may fail. And as you can see, it's failing right now. It's currently failing out of this. So this is one where you could say, I got a decision make right now. Hey, this may have reversed up. You're hoping to go up to more of the moving average lines, but now this is warning you, right? So now you have this kind of this bear flag. What is it going to do? Could it go up more? Yes. Or this can easily fail right back down. And as you can see, the 5-minute candle hasn't formed. So just watch, you guys. Just watch this, and you can see it's starting to fail right now. And this is why it's important to always have, you know, be aware of the 5-minute. What looks decent on a 1 minute might not be good on a 5-minute. As you can see, the 5-minute has not formed yet. This could still retouch 38 cents, do tweezer bottoms, and hold and move back up. But as you can see, it's not looking so hot at the moment. And right back down. See that? Right back down to 38 cents. Now it's failing. See that, guys? So important, that 5-minute chart, right? Always be aware. You can get sometimes many times a quick scalp on a 1 minute and a different style stock. This is not great, but look, see this? It just failed the trend lines, guys, and that gravestone doji was the warning, that gravestone right below that 9 EMA. So just try to show you guys something to hopefully teach you guys. It's a crappy morning today, so what are you guys looking at? What do you guys want me to see? Look at. Let's take a look at Signet's charts. Nadine says, Signet, I am secretly in love with your charts. Let's take a look. Whoa. Very interesting. That is an interesting setup. All right. Huh. Pretty cool. It's making my brain spin right now. I'm so used to seeing mine, so Signets is throwing me off right now. Huh. All right. I can't wait to get our new website, guys. You could blame me for this one here. So, yeah, the new website should be a lot more cleaner for you guys. Actually, what I could do for you guys, because everything's kind of crappy right now, and I always like to be efficient, or do my best to. So let me see if I can show you guys something. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can show you guys something cool. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let me show you guys something pretty cool here. Let me move this up here. So we are not live yet. However, I'll show you guys. This is what the new site's going to kind of look like. A lot cleaner. So you'll see on the banner, on our existing one, this banner is kind of taking up like all this room here. It looks kind of crappy. So you guys will see, we'll have very clean. Those that come to our homepage, you can start your free membership, come to our courses, and then just kind of simple what we offer right down here. So a much cleaner homepage. As you guys can see right up here, we kept everything very similar for you guys up in here. So when you come over here, you'll still have the very similar kind of tab. So it's just going to be a lot more cleaner and simpler for you guys to use. So this is what to expect when you guys, join us. Again, it's just going to make it kind of more just, as you guys can see, it's just over here when you come over, it's just kind of all like kind of messy and stuff. And if you go to our rooms, let's see if it allows me to go over in there right now. We're just going to keep it. Oh, it's working right now. Cool. So as you can see, just a little bit cleaner, guys, right? So you guys can see there's a lot going on over here right now, and it's just kind of, I hate it. But as you can see over here, you kind of just log in, just give you some space, just clean it. I'm still going to clean up some of these pages as well for you guys. But again, just kind of make it kind of simple, more user-friendly and simple for you guys. So I figured I'd show you guys this in the meantime to know what to expect. Because some people are like, what do I do? They got a new site. How do I log in? What's going to happen too, which will be nice for you guys, is we'll have a login button right up here for you guys. So we're just, again, right here, this kind of messy thing right over here. It just takes up space. It's kind of jumbled and garbled and stuff. So again, we're not web designers. So that's why we got somebody really good to do this for us. So you'll just basically come in each day, log in up here, or if you are, yeah, exactly, Lee. There was a lot of, thank you, just a lot of wasted space. Again, I'm not a web designer by any means. So you'll just come in each day, log in up here. If you're listening or watching this and you're not a subscriber, you can start your membership right up here or go up to subscribe. Again, I'm going to edit some of these pages and make them a lot cleaner for you guys. But right now, as you guys can see, it's basically the same way. So we didn't screw anything up on you guys like, oh, what do I do? You'll still get access to the trade rooms here. The trade alerts will still be here. Watch list will be here. And you'll take our courses here. Courses are still going to look the same pretty much right now, but what I'll do is I'll go in, let's say right here, and I'm going to, probably over the next week or two, you'll see it just, I'll go in and I'll make this a little bit cleaner. So instead of having 2 links here, I'll have one, and it'll send you to, you know, just for instance, you can go to right over here. We'll have a blog post, and I'll kind of move the videos up, kind of make this cleaner, get rid of the banner. So you'll basically be able to just stay on the page, watch the video, have our blog post, and then I'll probably just hide a lot of this stuff down here, just make it cleaner. So you could blame me, guys. I'm not the web techie guy. So all this stuff that gets kind of jumbled and garbled, you can blame me for that. We have a great web designer now that makes it easier. So as you guys can see, it just right now it'll look cleaner, but I'm still going to go in after this is launched later today and just over the next week or two, just clean it all up. So hopefully it's easier for you guys. Again, to log in, right here you can take our courses. You'll get our watch list and trade alerts. You'll see our trade room here, and just keep it simple for you guys. Are we going to embed that's going to be us. So Signet says, are you going to embed the screen share into the chat room somewhere? Oh, like so you can see it on there? Is that what you mean? Hold on. I'm trying to think of like what you mean by that. Dan hates when I call him out, but I'm going to call him out anyway. On the side of the web page. Seeing some on the side of the web page. Where do you renew? Subscription automatically renews. Your screen showing next to the text message. I'm trying to think. Have a chat window somewhere on the screen share. See where it says ways. Click here for I'm trying to think of let me see what you're saying. If I stay I'm trying to see what you mean here, guys. I'm seeing a lot of you guys posting. See where it says Signet. I'm looking at what you're saying. And Raf, have a chat window somewhere on the screen share. I don't know why my brain's not computing this right now. We are so speaking of which, along that lines, we are looking to potentially at some point get a new chat to put on here for you guys. We just wanted to make sure the whole site, that might be a phase 2 kind of thing where we wanted to make sure obviously the new site gets up and running and works well. And then at some point we do want to get possibly a different chat to put on the site that gives more features. So that'll probably be answer. That on the right side of the chat, it's click here for community. Add the screen share below that. Are you saying the links? Are you saying to link to be there, or you're saying just have a window? Let me see. Hold on. Let me take a picture of this. I'm going to ask Dan on this one here. Let me take a picture of this with my phone so I can see what you're saying. I'll go back to showing you guys charts in a second, guys. Sorry. I just figured I killed 2 birds with 1 stone because the market was crappy. That's too... I'm watching you on Zoom. It would be nice to have a chat window available on Zoom so I don't have to click back and forth. All right, let me take a picture of that. I'm going to talk to Dan about all that stuff. He's our techie guy, so he doesn't like me calling him out on the streams, like saying, hey, Dan, are you listening right now? He doesn't like when I do that, so I'm not going to do that. So we'll talk about that. All right, guys, let me talk about, let's go look at the market, see what's going on. So that's what's going to happen for you guys. Ideally, I'm hoping and praying that we don't have any cutover issues later today. And if we don't, this is what the new site's going to look like. Just kind of simple. You'll log in each day, still have the same things over in here. Just simple, cleaner, and then again, the next week or two, I'll clean up all the pages, and then probably phase 2, you know, we might look to get another chat service to make things easier. Not listening to me. See, what I would normally say if it didn't make Dan feel uncomfortable is I say, Dan, what do you think about RAF and Signet suggestions about chat rooms and embedding them? But I don't want to distract him right now. Oh, let me see. What did Creed say? See, you could have the screen share window here and we could watch you on the Signet and RAF. And you guys, make sure you remind Dan of this and stuff when he's streaming and talking to him, because I know he's probably distracted right now. But yes, keep us on that. Email us too. I'm going to put our email right here. Do bbteam@bullishbears.com. Do me a favor, guys. One or both of you guys, shoot us an email, put it to Dan's attention, and say, here's our suggestion. So you guys, Signet and RAF, these are great suggestions, and I don't want to forget them, and I'm not a techie guy. I'm going to pull up the pic. Let's see. What the heck? Screen here. Something there. What does that say? Doctor? Or here. Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to take another picture. I don't want to tick off anybody that wants to do the screen share here today, but these are all great ideas, and that's definitely stuff we should add on. So, perfect. Cool. All right, that's good stuff. Good feedback, guys. So that'll be probably phase 2. So make sure you stay on us for that, and we'll work on adding that stuff on for you guys. Yeah, that all makes sense, guys. Cool. Awesome. Love the great feedback. All right, let's see if there's anything to look at here. MDCA might be trying to move up a little bit here. I was just looking at MDCA, maybe trying to make a move up to VWAP, but on the 5-minute, it's still a little bit messy. I was just looking at that on my other screen. Lucian, look at Creed's 10 a.m. Let me see. Oh, did he do a... let me see. Oh, here we go. I have run the numbers, and it looks like we need to start paying Lucian in Bitcoin. What do you mean, pay me? Yes! I love when you guys say Bitcoin, because it brings me... It does not tickle me for people to lose money. I do not get joy out of that. But I do get tickled by people that pump stuff and then lose money. So I hate to say it, but the Bitcoin chart does bring me joy because it's like a bad train wreck that you can't avoid. Like this is crazy. Look at this thing. The worst descending triangle I've ever seen in my entire life. And look at right here, guys. This ain't good. You have a new base right down here on that 3,500. Oh. So there was another person in this group. I'm not going to... Hold on, let me blow my nose for a second. My allergies are bad. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. So I'm in another group, and I saw this guy came in the other day, and he posted a picture as meme that said, he goes, you guys all believe me that Bitcoin's going down to 2,500 again? And this was like when Bitcoin was around $6,000 the other day, and they were just murdering that guy. You're welcome, Dan. And they were just like thinking this guy is crazy, and I'm laughing, and he's just kind of trolling them in there, like saying you guys are gonna like Like, you guys aren't going to regret it when it was wrong. This is when it just fell out of here, guys. We've been telling you guys since back over in here, like, you got to be careful, right? Not saying, I mean, we don't know what the heck Bitcoin's going to do long term. Maybe it'll be the best thing since sliced bread. Who the hell knows? But, I mean, the charts, you got to look at the charts. You got to buy at support, sell at resistance. You don't buy at resistance and then start crying on the way down. You got to be careful with this stuff, right? So that guy he's getting pretty damn close to 2,500. You can see here today. Got down to 3,300. That is awful. Oh, man. So that made my morning. So, guys, don't think I like to get joy out of people losing money. It makes me happy when people that pump stuff, they end up being wrong. So let's look at Cron. Yeah, it's a challenging chart right now. All right, well, that gave me a good laugh, guys. What else are we looking at here? And just to show you guys what I was showing you guys earlier with SN, this is why it was so important, like I was telling you about. Keep an eye on that 5-minute chart, right? So what I was showing you guys over in here on that 5-minute chart, remember we were seeing, watch, it didn't form a green candle hold right over in here, right? It was looking, let me pull up the 1 minute. Remember we were looking over in here, right? Kind of that bear flag right in over in here. It didn't give that 5-minute hold. This right here gave you a possible right here. We can kind of just do this. This said, okay, maybe watch me right now. Right here on this doji candle on a 5-minute right in here. And you can see right, you know, again, the moving average lines were pressing down on it. So this is what again, when a stock's selling off like this on a 5-minute chart, I like to see this with further away from the moving average lines. Then you look at your entries on a 1 minute. But look what happened, guys. Price did not get back above that doji. And what has it done? It just failed it. Now this thing is getting destroyed. So again, that's to show you guys, again, you want a good daily setup, a nice 5-minute setup, and then look at your entries on a 1 minute if you want to be safest. But many times you'll wait for something on a 1 minute and then you'll miss moves. I'm not saying this is a good move, but you'll miss like a move like this, for instance, because you waited for a 5. But if you want to be safer, that's what you want to do. And this thing is just looking ugly as you know what right now. All right, what are you guys looking at here? All right, so going back to what I was showing you guys earlier, right? We were looking at TST. We still have the same lines drawn that I had showed you guys earlier, kind of that symmetrical triangle. What did it do? It popped out, right out here. Didn't get above pre-market high, came right back down, failed. And now you can see it's kind of, you can now redraw the lines again. Now move them out here. And now kind of move them out in here. Still kind of got that triangle thing going on right here. And then kind of draw, right, high a day. So you can see high a day right here. It's rejecting, you know, it just got above here. Rejected down, right back up, rejected down, right back up again. So it's a lot of this resistance going on here in the middle of this triangle. Now you can see over here on a 1 minute, might be doing a cup and handle, possibly. Again, in the middle of this triangle here, got a lot of resistance. But you got to be quick on these, right? You know, it's just, you'll see lots of wicks. It's not great looking moves over in here. It's just so very choppy, right? So if you trade in something like this and you're going risky, you're maybe getting it over here and you're selling right away. Like you're in, out, in, out, in, out. Are the pot stocks dropping today? Let me take a look. Which one do you want me to look at for you guys? Let's look at, which one do I want to look at? ACBFF. That's a Canadian one. TLRY. Let me see. This happens a lot with Thinkorswim when you pull up these pot stocks. They don't pull up the symbols very quick. Oh, it's ACB. I'll take a look. Figures. Oh! Ouch. This is right, guys. Perfect example. Pump and dumps, right? Here it is, right? This is what a pump and dump looks like. You know, trading sideways, slowly building up the hype momentum. Hey, guys, pot stocks are going to be the best things on the planet on Earth right here. And what does it happen? Boom! Sucker all the newbies in right up here. Give us all your money. Dump it. Boom! On the way back down. Now you're in trouble over here. This ain't looking good. Again, not saying pot stocks won't be good long term. But, guys, you just got to remember something when you're trading, right? Like, what goes up at some point it's going to come down. It doesn't mean it's going to crash forever, but it like people are going to take their profits. Like if somebody bought in something at $35 and it goes up to $300, I mean, do you think, like, not to sound insulting, but do you think somebody that's got a lot of money in here is going to be stupid enough to hold something from $35 up to $300? Whatever, what is that, 1,000% or whatever the hell? I don't know what the number is on that, but like, if you were in at something $30 and it goes to $300, like you're gonna take your profits. You're probably not gonna even make it up here. If that thing went from $30 up to 50 or 60 or 100, you're gonna take your profits. But this is what happens, guys. They just sucker you in, slowly get all your money, and boom, right here, trap everybody in this nasty looking high wave candle right here. Drop it all down right here. Screw you. That's what happens. Let me take a look at AMD. Let me look at AC. We'll look at AMD and then remind me to take a look at ACB again. Ah, yes. Let's take a look. All right, so you kind of have this V bottom or kind of cup pattern forming right here on AMD. Does have some resistance right around that 2232. Let me look at a 5-minute. Maybe doing kind of a cup, maybe a handle, maybe an ascending triangle here. If it can break above that 2140s, then look at some resistance around 2190 range. Let's see. And I would also look at that 2150-ish as well. Just be aware of this, guys. When patterns look decent like this, you also have to be careful of how close resistance is as well. And also be careful, too, that this may be looking like an ascending triangle, but it also could be double topping right now. And right now it's double topping. So... Is PTX a pump? Probably. Let's take a look. Most of the penny stocks are pump and dumps, which doesn't mean you shouldn't trade them, right? I mean, there's lots of money to be made trading these, but you have to know, and this is what we try to teach you guys each day. So number one, like, you join our community. We say take our courses. Again, you know, we're making them free, which doesn't make them not valuable. We're just trying not to gouge you thousands of dollars up front when you get started. So it's like, we try to tell people, come over. If you're new, take our courses. This will keep you busy for 3 to 6 months, save you a few grand. You take what you learn in these courses. Right here, guys, we have our candlesticks ebook, our basic course, our advanced course. Then you pick what trading strategy you want. You come into whatever trade room that you, if you want to be a day trader, swing trader, futures trader, and you come in here and you practice, not with real money. If you're new, don't trade with real money. That's stupid. No offense. Hopefully it doesn't offend you. I don't care if it does. That's dumb. Like, why would you trade with real money if you don't know what you're doing? You paper trade, right? Paper trade for 3 to 6 months, making hundreds of trades. Practice, right? Practice until you're comfortable. Then trade with real money. But you slowly scale your way up. Small positions until you get comfortable, and then you scale your way up. Simple, common sense, right? Sounds like it makes sense, but people don't do it. They get that FOMO and they want to make money and all that good stuff, and this is what happens. Like, so yeah, is PTX a pump and dump? Probably. I mean, look at this thing. It's been doing just pumps and dumps. Most penny stocks are pump and dumps. But again, where was the one I was looking at earlier? VBIV. So answer your question, PTIX. Yeah, it pumps up, dumps back down. This is what happens with these penny stocks every day. Like, there's always something that moves up, drops back down. So that's, again, if you want to be a penny stock trader, this is the nature of the beast. This will happen every day with something. It'll pop up, traders take their profit, dump back down. But the key to remember is, think about this. Think about just the psychology of this. If you're new and you're listening right now, here's how the game works every single day. I have trade ideas up right now, and I also have my Thinkorswim scanners over here. So here's kind of the psychology and what happens every day. Everything that we were looking at, if you replayed from the beginning, I was showing you guys what was moving on trade ideas earlier this morning. That's how we had a watch list each day, what we're looking at between our watch list at night and trade ideas in the morning. You'll see all these pennies, all these ones are over here, right? These are all penny stocks, right? These are garbage stocks. These are crappy stocks. We wouldn't tell you, hey, buy this and hold this thing long term. No, they're absolute garbage. But every day, remember, if a stock goes from, let's say 80 cents to $1.05, that's a 25-cent move, right? If you capture 10, 15 cents and you have 3,000 to 5,000 shares, hey, you can make a few $100 or $1,000 just getting in and out within, a few minutes, right? Many times a lot shorter. I'm not saying I like this pattern, but show you guys right down here. Again, this pattern's kind of garbage, but look, this thing went from 72 cents up to $1.14. If you don't catch this down right in here, what happens is like it hits trade ideas. The volume comes in over here. So if you're not in right around in here, it's going to nail trade idea scanner. And then every chat room on the planet is going to pick up on it, right? We're not the only company that has a trade room, right? There's tons of them. And then what happens is all their followers, right? We're going to pretend I'm the guru, the trading guru right now. And if I was a stock pumper, I'm not. But if I was a stock pumper, I would have got my position over here and be like, hey, guys, don't follow me right now, but I'm in this trade right now. And what are you going to do when you're new? You're going to follow me into the trade, even though I'm, quote unquote, air quotes, telling you not to copy me. But what do I want you to do? I want you to copy me. Why? Because you're going to jack up my position. And then a couple minutes later, I'm going to dump it, and all the latest newbie and sucker is going to buy right up here and buy my shares as I dump them right back down to you. And then, hey, ding, 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 I'm the brokerage account hero. Look at me. I made $5,000 today. Look at the thumbnail of me smiling. Woohoo, look at me. Lucian made $5,000 today. What did I do today? What did I do? I just got in, and I pumped up stocks to my followers, right? You guys listening. Then I dumped them to you up here. So, maybe I dumped them to Red or Sig or Raf listening right now. Hey guys, I'm in right here. Boom. Hey, look at this thing flying right over here. Here's my shares. Boom. Suckered it down. Meanwhile, Raf or Sig or whatever gets screwed and bought my shares. Now they're down here. They bought it at 115. Now it's down to 65 cents. They lost $2-3 grand. I made $5 I'm the hero. They look stupid. Now they're not dumb. They're not going to do that, but hopefully you guys get it, right? You guys follow me here? Does that make sense? That's the game, guys. That's what we do not do. That's why you're seeing me, guys. I'm just calling out and showing you guys support and resistance and all this. And if you're new, this is the stuff you need to do every day. Come in, learn this stuff. This is going to take a while. But that's why we have a community. And what's really cool and what's awesome about our group, guys, is that when I end this stream in about a half hour or so, there's people in here all day long. People talking, helping. Creed, that's incredible. Hold on, this is good. I got to see this. Hold on, I got to look at this. So the great news, guys, is like people like Creed. Creed was a community member, came in, helped out lots of people. You guys all love him, right? And we're not trying to be brokerage account heroes. We're running a community trying to grow and help you guys. And we're like, Creed, people love him. Let's bring Creed on. And now Creed is, streaming and helping you guys, right? There's other people. If there's other people that want to be a part of stuff with us, reach out, right? So that's kind of the whole thing. So my whole point being in all that, if you're new to our community, like people are always helping and helping each other out. And that's what we love. Like, so when we're done, we're confident, again, Rose is in our futures room right now and helping people out. I don't need to go and check on Rose and wonder what she's doing. She's helping people out, right? Same thing with you guys in here. That's what we love about it. So if you're new, like there's lots of people that'll help you and support you. But the thing to remember, guys, and we try to tell people this, is that our community is not about handing out. We're not going to hand stuff out to you. You're going to have to bust your butt and really learn, right, and put the work in. But we're about handing up, right? Hand up, not hand out. So if you want to hand up in trading, definitely in the right community. You want to hand out, go somewhere else. We're not the community for you. That's funny. Creed. So let me go back to Creed's meme. I may be in PTX, but that does not mean you should follow me in. Yes. That's when I was a little bit thinner in that picture. All right. Let's see if there's anything that's not. Yes, and here is Creed. Creed, can you grow your hair out like that? All right. What are we all looking at here, guys? Let's look at MDCA. You're getting in Bitcoin now. Let's see. Are there any specific symbols that you guys like trading for Bitcoin? Any ones that you guys want me to take a look at other than just the... Oh, GBTC one is one, right? GBTC is very popular. Is that an ETF or is it? There we go. So, yeah, I don't like the chart on that one right now. So going back to what I was telling you guys about Bitcoin, when I was talking about Bitcoin, I'm not telling you guys you can't trade it, right? You can still trade. Let me find a good area. This chart is awful. Guys, this right here is what you call an... This is what they call an FU pattern, right? If you guys want to know what an FU pattern is, other times known as head and shoulders, but when you see the big volatile middle finger right here, and you're wondering what does that mean, it means exactly what I'm telling you. This is a big middle finger. If you take your fist right now, make a fist, and pretend like you're flicking off your computer screen right now. That is an FU pattern. This is saying, come on in, newbies. Let's pump it up. There's my part of my left knuckles or whatever over in here. Here's my middle finger, and I'm going to sucker you and take all your money, and I'm going to drop it down on you, and I'm going to give you a big middle finger. That's a middle finger. That is an FU pattern. All right. So when I say that, that doesn't mean like I'm a hater and you can't make money on these. You can absolutely make money on Bitcoin, pot stocks, all this stuff, but you have to know support and resistance and patterns, right? You're not going to buy and go bullish way up here on the middle finger. You might watch for it to fall back down. And like on a day like in here, this one moved really quickly. There was opportunities in here that you can make money, right? There's opportunities when it bounces off the 200 SMA, right here to make money. So you can buy on these dip levels back. You obviously have to look at the patterns. Today I'm just looking at GBTC and, it's not really a great chart. I don't like anything, but, for instance, you can trade a move I don't like this one right here. I wish it was a better. Let me look at a 5-minute, 5-day, 5-minute. See if there was something good to give you an example on. No. All right, so this might be a for instance, right? Where was that? So you can see here's a 5-minute chart. Here's kind of a cup pattern going near previous close, comes back down. You might look at something right in here and say, okay, maybe this is a handle, maybe a cup. All right. Kind of a cup, kind of a handle above the 9 EMA. Then you could look in and say, okay, maybe I would risk off this candle here. And you can see, what's that, 546 down to 538. So not a bad candle. If you risked off of this right here, let's say 545, you know, I'd have to see a 1-minute chart on that day, but you can see you had 5, maybe 10 minutes. You could have made the potential of 20 cents, right? There's other days you might make more, but guys, you know, pretending like this is like your typical penny stock, you can, there's still opportunities that even if it's crappy and it's dumping on you, you can make money, right? So when we say we laugh at the charts of Bitcoin, it doesn't mean you can't trade it and make money, right? Same thing with pot stocks. Like that TLRY. Let's go back to that one. You know, there are opportunities to trade it. Let me see if there's anything I liked in here. Let's go. Not much. I don't even like any of those charts, really. I was trying to even find a dip buy that I like, but not seeing much. Volume spike on TST. Let's take a look. Yep, so look, guys, right here, right? Going back to my charts, didn't touch them. Right here, right at resistance, needs to get above that 223 marker. It's moved right here, right? Right at resistance. Look, 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart. This resistance, this triangle right in here, even if it can get above that 225-ish area, and it's got that 235 marker, it may be moving up, but look, goes up, down, 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 and right here. So again, you can use right here. This is where you would zoom in on this. Right down here, you would maybe take a look. This is where the 5-minute becomes very important. I would really have started to look at it right here. But remember, you still have resistance. 235, but you start to see a smaller candle right here. So you see 214 down to 210. So you have a, just say a 5-cent candle. Do you have the ability or the potential to make 10, right? You want 2-to-1 profit loss ratio. 215, does this have the ability to go up to, what is that? If you're risking 5 cents, the ability to make 210, does this have the ability to go to 225? Yes, so there is the potential. So this is where I would look in on this and say, if I'm risking 5 cents, do I have the potential to make at least 10? So yes. So right here is the 5-minute. I would then go in and look over here, and you can see moving average line starting to separate. If you were to get in over here, you know, you could use a close below that as your stop. But remember, just because it is a trade, you know, you also, it doesn't mean it's going to go 10, 20, 30 cents. It's the potential, right? Here's the 5-minute setup. Now you start seeing right here, again, you have these resistance levels right in here as well beforehand. So you got to be careful. If this moves up to these areas right in here, which I was showing you guys before, if it's rejecting, it might, again, there's no guarantee it's going to go back up there. You can still be in this trade, but then you have to see when it's going up here, are you going to take that 10-cent profit or are you going to keep holding? That's something you have to decide, right? So there are these areas where you just, again, scalpers coming in. You can come in and scalp 215 up to, you know, a little bit less than 10 cents at a time. But at least you want to get more of these setups. You're not going to do that within here where it's just really kind of messy in here. This gave you the best looking shot so far. Right off right here, the moving average lines are separated. Smaller green candle on a 5-minute. Right at the separation. If you don't get in right at the break of this candle, you might have another entry maybe in here, but remember you have these wicks going in here and it's still got to contend, so it gets a little bit riskier. So you have a quick shot right in here, and then that's where you're going to determine, do you take your profits or are you going to wait? You can be in this right now. It is starting to move up, but you got to see it's got to hold that 223 area, and it's struggling. So can it go up? Absolutely. And if it does, be aware of 235. But I want to show you guys right here, this is the importance of that 5-minute chart to give you your best looking entry. And now I can kind of draw my trend line like this, right? So here's kind of my trend line, 5-minute chart. You know, I didn't really like it. I would really have zoomed in right here on it. As you can see, it's breaking out. Now it's kind of riding these moving average lines, but it's very important. It's got to stay right above that 224 marker right there. And if it can, next up, watch out for that 235 marker. But see how this 1 minute, very important, right? Traders are looking at it right in here. That's your, you know, kind of a cup, maybe a cup and handle, bouncing off the moving average lines. Right over in here, starting to separate here. But look, guys, now it's shaky, right? You have a shooting star right here in a 1 minute. And this is it, right? Not saying it's not going to go up further, but there's your move. All of that for, you know, maybe your quick 10 cents in there. But remember, everybody is watching TST right now. You know, it's on the high day scanner. It's all over Trade Ideas where you might be grinding all that just to make that maybe that 10 cents when everybody's looking at it. Or there's, you know, or you can take other trades where you can kind of take the reverse. Remember, it's a bearish day today. You might look at other ones right here that are selling off instead. Like sometimes you don't always want to go where the herd is, right? When you get a chance, can you look at Apple? Yes. AAPL, Apple. Hey. All right, let's take a look at Apple. In the words of Austin Powers, ouch, baby, real ouch. Not so hot. Let's take a look. So you're right near support, right around 170 bucks. Ooh, man. So $170, very important support level, right? It did bounce off that 100. Why is that not? Yeah, right near there. So now at this point, let's look at 5 minute. So on a 5 minute, it's really, as you can see, obviously on the daily, it's maybe holding support. If it can move out of, again, moving average lines are kind of tied up right over in here. It's a yo-yo effect. So no clean setup on a 1 minute, No clean setup on a 5-minute right now. Might be holding support. Again, really messy. I'd want to see it get above that 173-ish area. Has kind of a gap. If it can get above that 173, you can see a gap between that 174 to 176. So if it can get above here, might have a couple dollar move up. Let's take a look at the hourly. So then you look at the hourly too. Lots of overhead resistance. So as I'm looking at this, you know, you see it. Again, 1 minute setup sucks. Hourly, it's got a lot to overcome. 5 minute. Possible if it can get above, again, if it can get above that 173 marker in here, might have a couple dollar move. Just got a lot of, I'll even put this right here just to show you guys that 175 marker. If I go back to the hourly, what does that put me at? You know, right between, this is, that blue line's the 9, the green is the 13, that's the 20. So it might have a chance to go up there. Just remember, lots of overhead resistance. Oh, MDCA. Look at that. Let me pull up MDCA. I was distracted, and so go to MDCA. This is one, guys, where nobody's really looking at it. Not a lot of volume. I was telling you guys about it earlier, right? We're possibly looking at it earlier, or I had it on the sidebar. 5 minute wasn't great, but you may have started to look at it right here, maybe above VWAP. And you can see, look at, this is the stuff you want to see, guys. Not right now. I don't necessarily love it now unless it holds 280. But this is the stuff that you guys want to see, is like this stuff, right? There's your kind of bull flag, your bull flag, like your flat top, kind of like a flat top, right? So there's the, right here. There's your flat top break. Here's kind of your kind of flag pattern / bull flag / bull pennant. Here's your flat top, right? So do that again. This is the stuff you ideally want to see, right? But when stocks, remember, when stocks, like on days like today, when the market's down, not looking so hot, crappy, you don't see a lot of this, right? You need good bullish days. But again, I don't think this is not the most perfect patterns in the world, but this is the stuff you want to look at, right? So this is all crap right in here. But when you start to see, again, possible flat top, but this is when you start to see it right here, right? Little triangle, boom, 268. Now, again, remember, this is not a lot of big moves, right? 268 to 272. It's only 4 cents. I want to show you the patterns that I like, not necessarily the stock. This is the stuff that you like to see, right? And you can see kind of a flat top forming right in here. Flat top break, 273 to 283. I don't like it right now, right? But if it holds, you know, maybe something to look at, right? So it might be cup and handling. But this is what I want to show you guys. It's this stuff right here, right? You're kind of your flat, getting back to the moving average lines, pop. Back to the moving average lines, pop. Flat top, pop. But what happens is the newbies, right? New traders that are listening, here's where you get suckered, right? I know a lot of you guys are right now. I'm not trading MDCA, but there'll be people that are listening to me or somebody else like, oh, Lucian's pulling up MDCA. Oh, I got to go buy it right now. No, you got to find the patterns, right? Right? Look at the setup and realize, okay, in a 1 minute, super overextended. Doesn't mean this may still continue up. It's possible. But now it's trickier because remember something. Right now, on a 1 minute, super overextended, I'm talking about it. Other traders may be looking at it, and it's hitting trade. It just hit trade ideas. The moment it hits trade ideas, you have a countdown clock. You have a very short window. If the setup's there and you don't get in earlier, get in it early, you have a couple like this. Now it starts getting risky out here. It's not as risky when it's down in here. Because you're near the moving average lines, you have the pattern. You're right here, right? riding the moving average lines, flat top break. What happens here, look, volume comes in. What happens when the volume comes in? Boom, it hits trade ideas right there at 10:42:47 a.m. MDCA hits trade ideas, and now it's in a pause. What's it going to do? Right? So if you're watching it back in here, the moment it hits trade idea, you know, you get that move, that momentum, right? Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to go up more right now. You start to look at it and be like, okay, it's a bit overextended. There is a bull pennant-ish pattern. You can see some support right in this 280 area. So this may be cup and handling, right? This may pull back. 280 is very, very important support. And then let me just redo this now. So 280, very, very important support level. 283 high of day. So cup, maybe a handle might form if it can hold 280. I would just assume putting $3 up there, absolutely. Whole dollar amount. And now let's take a look at the chart on the daily. Remember, go back in here, double bottom on the daily. But what do you see right in here? Right at that 293 marker. Boom, that's the 50 SMA. That's going to hit some resistance there. And look at this, right back in here, guys. What do you have here? Where the hell? Where was that thing? I just saw it. Where is it? Like, you got these high wave candles and these spinning top candles in there. So you can see right here, guys, maybe moving up, maybe a clear window on the hourly, but remember, go into that daily. You can see that double bottom. That's nice. Possible moving at maybe some pinching. May want to move up, but remember that 293 area, right between that 294 to $3 is going to be resistance. Let's watch it. We're going to watch it play out right now. I'm going to pull up the 5-minute. People are looking at it. And now what's going to happen? Look, so here's what I want to show you guys. 1 minute looks pretty good, right? Ascending flat top, ascending triangle, bit overextended. On a 5-minute, it hasn't completed yet. Look at the 5-minute. Super overextended, not breaking above 283. If it can't do that, right? If it can't break above 283 and hold, then you have a possible double top failure. So now you got to watch. Possible cup and handle, but possible tweezer tops. I think I meant to say tweezer tops. I don't know if I said that. Possible tweezer tops. So you can see possible tweezer tops, but also possible cup and handle formation. Remember, overextended. 1 minute may be looking good for a flat top break, but remember, just because it may look good on a 1 minute, what's up next? That $294 to $3 area. Got to take all that stuff into consideration. Very important. So let's watch it play out for a moment and see what happens. Oh. Be aware, guys, right now. It's kind of paused right now, too, right? People are going to be wondering, what's it going to do? Is it going to get above that 283, or is it going to fail? Just be aware, right? Overextended on both the 5 and the 1. Really close to kind of resistance at this point. So this is why, to show you guys, this is a few minutes after it's hit trade ideas. Boom, right back up, right? But ideally, it would have been much safer back here near this moving average lines, right down in this area. Much more risky when you're way out like this. And so we're going to watch what happens. We're going to see right here. Now at this point, 283, very important support level. But remember, you know, the volume's coming in. It's getting very overextended now. Be careful. This is where the new traders get trapped. These candles start getting bigger. You guys see bigger, bigger, bigger. Smaller back here. Bigger, bigger. Consolidation moving outwards, but now it's a lot more difficult, a lot more overextended. Jack says, we need a runner, Lucian. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. See, guys, what I tell you guys. You guys watching? Look at 5 minute overextended. The candle hasn't formed yet, but possible, right? Now it's showing this indecision. Remember, super overextended, possible doji, possible spinning top. The candle hasn't formed yet. But remember, these bigger candles hit trade ideas, suckers in the new traders. Got to be aware of these patterns. Again, safer near the moving average line. Safer right there, right here. These are the areas you start to look in. Maybe, you know, again, I don't like that wick here, but maybe kind of in here. In these areas right here. The bad areas are out here, out here, out here. Not out here, not out here, not out here, not out here. Here. So now at this point, now here you go. There's your 5 minute candle, guys. Now you have a 5 minute spinning top doji right here. Again, so now what's it going to do? It's in indecision mode. Look at the 1 minute candles. You know, it's shaky right now. Now at this point, watch and see. Maybe it'll hold off this 284, 85 area, give you a possible entry. But even if it does, remember, you know, that 293 to $3 area resistance. This is where you got to let it slow down. So now maybe wait and find a better 5 minute entry. Again, many times if you wait for a 5 minute setup, you're not going to get it because it's going to go quick on a 1 minute, but at least you're going to be safer, right? You want to trade smart. I don't know why Thinkorswim does. It kind of messes up the charts. Let me do this again. Yeah, see that, guys? I don't know why Thinkorswim does that. It kind of like makes it messy. So at this point, again, it needs to get above that 286 area. Right here. So it's got that doji candle to contend with. Just remember, again, this can still pop and get above 286. It's more risky, right? It's not near the moving average lines. It's further away where it's overextended. So that's where you have to be very careful. And it's contending right now with kind of a doji spinning top candle on a 5 minute right here, right? So what's happening over here is affecting this. You can see a lot more separation, overextended, not nearly as tight on the moving average lines like over in here. So if it can break above 286, 286 will be very important support level. And then keep an eye on 293 to $3. I'm going to let this one play out, and then I'm going to wrap it up for you guys. Again, we got a lot of stuff going on today. Gotta just be aware again. I'll remind you guys, but sometime after 12 Eastern Standard Time today, we might be getting a new, ideally, our website up and running. So hopefully there won't be any glitches. Later, RS. Have fun. Baru says, can you comment on how to start or the plan for the 6 months? I'm a new member. Well, first of all, welcome. Second of all, I'll give you the quick answers. Third of all, hold on one second here, guys. Look, right? Possible tweezer tops. I will tell you that in one moment. Very simple, Baru. I'll give you some of the very simple things. Number one, trading's hard, and it takes at least 6 months to a year for many people, most traders, to get comfortable trading. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to make, you could be a prodigy, and for most people, there are prodigies out there that get it quick and make money right away, but most people, it takes at least a few months to a year to get really comfortable. Paper trade, making at least a few hundred, or at least a couple hundred, up to a few hundred paper trades in an account like Thinkorswim or Interactive Brokers. Choose your trading style. If you don't know what type of trader you are, just go to our website right over here. Where is it? go to bullishbears.com, take our courses. Learn candlesticks right here. These candlesticks, our ebook and our courses, this will probably keep you busy for at least a couple months if you take it seriously. Just this alone. Then you're going to determine what trading style. Are you going to be a day trader, swing trader, or options trader? Learn candlesticks and patterns. Determine what type of trader you are. Come into our trade room and decide, are you going to go day trader, swing trader, futures trading? And then take what you learn in these courses and find a broker. We like Thinkorswim or Interactive Brokers, but if you like a different one, that's fine. You can take our course on how to set up Thinkorswim or Interactive Brokers. Use their paper trading account. Take what you learn in our courses. Take our watch list and our alerts every day. Join the trade room of your choosing. And take 3 to 6 months and paper trade, making hundreds of trades with at least a 60 to 65% win ratio. If you're doing that with at least 2 to 1 profit-loss ratio consistently over a few months, then you scale your way up with real money using small positions, same ratio, practicing, and then when you're trading with regular size shares and you're still getting that same profit and loss ratio, that's when you're going to become a much more comfortable trader. But that takes, again, if you're listening, if you think that's going to happen overnight, not going to happen. You might get a couple wins here and there that are really good, and then you're going to blow up your brokerage account. We know of lots of people that have been big winning trades, and they are great paper traders, and then they go to trade live and blow up their accounts. It happens over and over and over. And that's what we teach you guys not to do in here. So basically, right here, look, what I tell you guys as I'm telling you guys, look, right? Possible tweezer tops doesn't mean this is not going to go up, right? Doji candle, spinning top candle, these are warnings. This may be a cup and handle, or this thing may dump. But remember, as I told you guys, further away from moving average lines, starting to roll over. Not a good sign, right? So hopefully that helped, guys. Baru and whoever else that's new that's listening, we wish we had a simpler answer. We wish we had a sexier answer, right? We wish we could say, hey, just come join us. Hey, pay your membership to Bullish Bears and we're going to make you rich overnight. Not going to happen. You know, it's just not going to happen. That's not the reality of it. That's like saying, you know, some of you guys, if you guys want to be a doctor or electrician or you want to become a teacher or an attorney, whatever the heck you want to do for your career, right? That's like saying, hey, I'm going to pay my tuition in the first semester. I'm going to become rich and I'm going to be a career that I'm going to be rocking and rolling, making my 6 figures plus in your career. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's not the real world. You go to college for 4 years. If you want your master's degree, it's another few more years. You want a higher paying degree, you're going to have to study your butt off and practice. But some people, man, a lot. There's a lot of these people that think like, oh, I'm going to get into trading. And I'm going to watch one video and we're going to pay the Bullish Bears or some other trading company. Let me get their course and let me join real quick and then I'm going to become rich. No, you're not. What you're going to do is be a statistic like everybody else. You're going to blow up your account. And then you're going to say, oh, the market's out to get me. The stock market turned against me. The stock market wants to take my money. No, the stock market doesn't care. Doesn't care. It doesn't care. It doesn't care about your feelings. Doesn't care about any of it. The stock market goes up. It goes down. It trades sideways. The stock market is a collection of traders like you and me going in there and trading in and out, right? So what looks like, hey, when you think a stock might go up, there might be some stupid trader that makes it go down or does something dumb to mess it up, right? So what could look like a perfect pattern could be messed up by somebody that doesn't know what the heck they're doing, and it could screw up everything, right? That's the nature of the beast. That's why you have to learn support, resistance, patterns, proper risk management, coming in, practicing, joining our community. We set up the community from the camaraderie and all that. So like right now, guys, my head's spinning right now. I got a lot of stuff I got to do the rest of the day. Hopefully I helped you guys with teaching you guys today, but I'm going to peace out, right? I'm going to peace out in a minute. And there's other people that are going to be in the trade room that are still going to help you and learn and help you along the way. We have that community of support, that kind of pay it forward mentality. And as you guys can see, as I'm sitting here telling you this, what happened, resistance, 286, 286, boom, smack right back down. Look, my trend line still right there, right back down, right here. Support, resistance, patterns. Boom. But what you're going to see the difference in our community, guys, because we're not stock pumpers and we're not pumping stuff out to you. We're teaching you this stuff real time. It's exhausting for 2 hours straight talking, right? The easiest thing I could do is freaking put you guys on mute, telling you guys the stock market looks like crap right now, and pop in 10, 15 minutes later and say, still looking crappy, and play some video games or watch some Netflix, you know? The only reason why I'm not on camera right now is because I can't stand and get everything properly. Hopefully my ankle will be healed the next week or two, and then I'll be back to standing again. But, you know, it'd be so much easier to not talk for a couple hours, tell you things look like garbage, and watch some Netflix Christmas special or something. Eat some food, right? What's up, Jimmy? Thank you, buddy. Welcome. So yeah, guys, that's kind of like, that's it, man. We wish it was easier to tell you. We wish we can tell you, hey, just come and join us and you're going to become rich and it's trading simple. It's not. But, you know, that's why we try to tell you guys. You're coming into a community, great place to learn. Lots of people that help out. People like coming in like, you know, like your Creeds, your Roses, your Red Bears, your, you know, Signets, Big Bears, people like in there, Angel helping out, you know, Matt Elrod, people that are just coming in the community that want to help each other out and help, you know, pay it forward. So that's a thing that's really cool, guys, you know, and so you're in a community. It's nice. You know, trading can be a very lonely road. You know, it's just staring at charts all day. It's nice to have a community of support. So that's where, you know, we have our Facebook community, great place to just ask questions in there. And then we have our trade rooms, you know. So like our trade rooms don't shut down, guys, even though I'm going to end the stream in a minute. Like they're open 24/7. Go in there, post in there. People answer questions. If you want an immediate answer, post on our Facebook. But have the realistic expectation with trading that it's going to take you, well, first of all, just being it put up, like completely honest with you, like statistically, you're not going to make it. Statistically, as a trader, 90+% of traders fail. It doesn't mean because the stock market doesn't work or it's out to get you or you can't make money. It's just the realistic part is most people are lazy and they won't do what it takes. That's just the facts, you know? They're either lazy and they want a handout, or they're too impatient and they don't take the time to learn and they want to get rich quick, and then they blow up their account and then they want to blame the stock market. It's not the stock market's fault if you don't make it. It's your fault. It's my fault. It's our fault. It's what we do and the decisions we make when trading, right? And so just like with anything in a career and kind of wrapping it back up, you have to take the time and invest in your education. Trading is an education. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a network marketing or an MLM program. It's not. It's a career. It's something, if you do it right, do it and do it right, this is a skill you can have for the rest of your life. And I'm just showing you guys just penny stocks today. We're going to, again, we teach you options in our options course, and there's going to be a lot more of that stuff. Again, we'll be doing more streams and doing stuff like that and showing you guys there's tons of ways of just, you know, trading options where when the market's down, you can, you know, do spreads, you know, buying bear calls. You can do iron condor, strangle, straddles, so many different ways, right? If penny stocks aren't for you, do options. We teach you options. But don't think it's going to happen overnight. It takes time. All right. Thank you, Signet. My head's spinning. Thanks, Lucian. Get your pecans from Dan. Cool. Pecans. Like it. All right. So, guys, I'll wrap it up and I'll show you guys again. So, number one, send some good vibes our way with... if you're into faith, send some prayers. If you're not into faith, send us good vibes. Whatever you like. If you like, give good juju. Whatever it is, we like good juju, prayer vibes, whatever the heck you want to give us for a good website cutover today, because in about an hour or so, we should have our new website up and live. I really do not want any issues, and if I do, I'm going to have to deal with them, but hopefully there won't be. But to show you guys again, this is our website now, and it's done us well for a while, but I'm not a web designer, and I've made it look messy and crappy. The good news is our new website, which will look more like, where is it? More like this, is going to have a very similar feel and vibe, but a lot cleaner. Where basically you'll see when all goes well, it's just kind of a cleaner setup here. If you're new listening to this, you would just come down here, start your free membership here, or you can sign up right here by subscribing, and you'll see right here, it's just a cleaner homepage. People seem to like us, right? We love you all. We appreciate it. And you can join here. So if you want to become a free member and see how we work, you would just sign up here. If you want to join and buy, right over here. And then all you'll do, which is nice, guys, right now it's got this annoyance where you got to come over here and it kind of takes up a bunch of space and all that to log in. What's going to be nice is you'll be able to just go right up here and you'll be able to log in up here. And then each day what you guys will do, again, if you're brand new, you're going to want to start right up here, take our candlestick or look at our candlesticks ebook, spend a lot of time studying that, take our candlesticks courses, and then take our basic course. Again, if you're brand new and you know what the heck about the stock market, kind of start at the top, you work your way down, and then you're going to say, okay, wow, this will take you, you know, if you're doing just an hour a day, this is still going to take you a month or two to get through this, at least, right? And then you're going to say, okay, I've gone through the candlesticks ebook, the courses. I understand I've invested a couple months in. I'm understanding, okay, what type of, do I want to be a day trader or a swing trader, an options trader? What do I do? Well, that's where you're going to determine next. You're going to see what type of trader I am. Well, what you can do in the meantime while you're taking our courses is come in each day to each trade room right here. Click on whatever trade room we want. Let's click on the day trade room. And what you can do is basically each day, you know, again, everybody's really serious in the morning between 8 to 11. You know, we'll do our best to answer your questions and BS and have fun. We have lots of fun in here, but, you know, lots of that trading talk, really getting into it. But now as I'm starting to kind of slow down the stream, you know, traders start taking lunch. It's a great time to go in and be like, hey, everyone. I'm new here. Glad to be here. So that's me, right? So I just posted, hey, everyone, you know, and then hopefully somebody will say something, hey, nice, welcome. Right? So there we go. Go away. No one loves you. Wow. I thought you guys are nice in here. So that's it, right? So my whole point being is this is a great place to come talk and learn and right? Great place to learn. So you'll come in, you'll talk to people, you'll learn, buy some Bitcoin. Yeah. So everything's going to look the same, guys. You have the trade rooms here. And each night we post our watch list and our trade alerts right here. So you just come after 5 o'clock. If you want to be safe, after 6 o'clock, we do our watch list and our trade alerts here. There are some days like last night we couldn't do a watch list and alerts because the market's just crap. So we post our watch list and alerts here. And we post trade ideas, the gappers, right over here every morning for just the gappers. But if you're a member, right here, you'll click on live streaming, and just like you do now. And right now, obviously, we're not live, but we'll, again, similar. We might make it look a little bit different, but every morning by 9:15, you'll see it has our older dates here, but you'll see the new dates where, boom, you'll click for trade ideas, or Zoom, or YouTube, watch us live. So, you know, and the other thing, guys, you know, there's a lot of you guys that can't watch our live stream each day, and you're like, what do? I can't watch live. Well, the good news is we have the streaming replays over here. So you can watch the replays, and each day is different, right? If you're new and some of you guys like me today, great. But some of you guys might be, that dude just rambled. I don't know what the heck he's talking about, whatever. Well, then come back tomorrow. Creed will be on. Dan will be on. We give you guys a diversity, right? Some of you guys will like me. Some of you guys won't. So that's it, guys, right? Everything's kind of very similar. And we'll be making some updates to our courses and stuff. But basically the same feel as everything, just cleaner, hopefully less glitchy, less jumbled, but yeah, give us some good vibes, and hopefully all will go well this weekend or today, so then I don't have to deal with the headaches of it, and then I can keep putting more content out for you guys. What is it? What is the difference in the members only tab? So the members only, so when you are a member, which you are, right here, you don't really need to click on members. You just would highlight over it. This is where our live streams are. Our live stream replays. Oh, this is where our members only content is. This is where we're posting if you're a yearly member or if you're grandfathered into our old ones, our old plan. If you're basically anybody new signing up, if you're a yearly member, this is where you get all of our scanner settings, how to trade our candlestick patterns, how to do all like the extra content of the stuff that lots of places would charge you lots of money elsewhere for. So this is like for our exclusive content. So guys, we do our best to be very reasonably priced for everybody. Again, like if you buy all these courses elsewhere, it's going to cost you $3,000 plus. If you don't believe me, go type in day trading course and you'll see $1,000. Go type in, swing trade course in Google, you'll see $1,000 plus. You'll see options courses, a few $100 to $1,000. You put them together. Never mind all of our candlesticks courses, all that stuff. Costs a lot of money elsewhere. But as you see, if you subscribe right over here, right over in here, we are only $49 a month, or it's basically $300 for the year, right? Guys, there's many of TradeRoom. Many companies, go look at all-in-one trading companies. They charge you $300 a month, many of them. So, $49 a month for all that we offer and are going to continue to offer is a steal. So that's it. Hopefully all goes well today. We got lots more going. I'll be doing all of the making everything cleaner in the next couple weeks, and then we'll have a lot more of extra content coming out. But shout out to Angel. She's been kind of taking my place recently and doing the best and getting lots of great content out for you guys. We can see you guys. Just like Creed has been rocking and rolling and teaching you guys, people have been loving Angel's videos. We try to make things very simple. So like when we're teaching you guys, like we try to kind of simplify it. So again, not only do you have all of our courses over in here, if you go to youtube.com and you go to Bullish Bears, here is our channel. You'll see it right here if you see on videos right up in here. Angel, if you're listening, if you would like to replace some of these thumbnails, except for this one up in here, I'd greatly appreciate it. I haven't had a chance to update. My OCD doesn't like these missing thumbnails, but these right here. Right, but so you can see Angel's done a bunch right here, guys, right? Just pay attention, right? Lots of stuff. So if you're new, we have lots of other videos, and Angel just posted one recently this morning right here, how to research penny stocks. So constantly putting out good content for you guys. All right, I'm done. My brain's fried. Hopefully this helps you guys all. Hopefully our website works this afternoon. If not, worst case scenario, you're not going to be access it tonight. You'll take Friday off, or we'll find some workaround. Pay attention to your email. Again, I'm always a person that prepares for the worst. It shouldn't be any issues. But if anything, oh my gosh, I can't access Bullish Bears website. Don't worry, we'll get it fixed, right? It'll be fine. So, all right, guys, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe trading. Study your butts off. And I'll catch you all later. Enjoy.